it's Jasmine. So today I have a mini review and tutorial on the Makeup Shayla and Maybelline collaboration. I'm super excited to share with you guys my thoughts on this because you know me, I don't really do a lot of reviews on my channel, so whenever something exciting like this happens, I'm always like, let's do it. And so when I found these products, I was actually in Walmart and I was like, I need a new mascara because my CoverGirl one is drying out. And you know, I was walking through the aisles and I was like, oh yeah, what about the Makeup Shayla and Maybelline? And so I was like in the Maybelline aisle and I was like hunting and I was like, where is it? And lo and behold, it was fully stocked. And I was like, yes! And so I like literally snatched it off the shelf so fast. I was like, I need to test these out. So I've been testing these out for a few days now and I have my final thoughts. So if you want to see swatches, stay tuned till the end of the video. And if you want to see this tutorial, then keep on watching. You guys are up close and personal. And I'm okay with that. Alright, so in all honesty, I washed my brushes like 2 days ago. Now they're all dirty, so I'm just gonna take my makeup brush pad thing and I'm just gonna swirl my brush in there. It's just gonna take off all the extra product, but my brushes are still gonna be stained like this. I'm too lazy to wash my brushes again, okay? So I'm gonna take the Cindy Mini palette now and I'm gonna take this maroon brown shade, and this is the only, I guess, matte transition shade in here that I'm going to be able to use. I did use this palette before just so I could get a little test run on it so I could tell you a little bit more about the color and pigmentation of everything. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this into my crease using my Sigma E35. This is one of my favorite blending brushes and you can use my code ThatsSoYin for 10% off if you want. So I'm going to do a very light but dispersed wash of color. This color itself is really good if you want to really pack on the shade or if you really want to blend it out. I'm just going to go ahead and take another brush. This one is also by Sigma. It's their E40. It's a really big brush. And I'm going to go ahead and sweep it right on top, taking no extra product. And this is really going to help diffuse it out. Since I'm going to do a cut crease, I'm going to take just a little bit more of that same color and I am going to drag it out a little further than I normally would, just to make sure everything is seamless, and it should elongate my eye in the end. We're using the Morphe R39 and today we're mixing both the brown and the black just so we could deepen it up just a little bit more. And this color is going to go right under where we put that brown, not under, more like a little bit more lower, just so it creates a little bit of depth, and then we can always blend it up into the brown. And if you have small eyelids like me, what I like to do is I like to apply it just a little higher than my actual crease. So when I bend my face, when I bend my face back, you can kind of see the illusion of me having a bigger lid. It's just something I prefer because if I go according to my natural crease and everything, it's not going to look like much. It's going to just look like a small sliver of concealer. So I like to make sure that my eyes look really large. We're going to go back into that E35 and we're going to go ahead and blend on the top part of that dark brown. I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush, and it had translucent powder on it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it along my brow bone area, and this is going to soften all the shades that were getting a little too high. I'm going to take more of this black on a no-name brush and I'm going to focus this right into that crease, focusing this really low just so that when I cut my crease it looks like there is a lot of dimension in the eye look. Taking the Morphe brush, I'm going to blend this right on top of the black. And then right on top of that, we're taking the Sigma E30. And then we're going to be blending this together as well. Today for concealer, I'm using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the color Medium 30. And I'm just going to take this on a regular concealer brush. And I'm going to lean my head back. And I'm going to start in the inner corner. And I'm going to work my way up and then out. So I don't know if you guys can notice on the camera, but I forgot to mention this earlier. I didn't get any fallout. Now there is fallout in the palette, as you could see, but there is none that transfers onto my eye because I've been working slowly at a time. Obviously, if you're gonna go full force and then not dust off the brush and then go straight into your eye, obviously you are gonna get fallback. But for me, I don't have any, and that was with the other times I played with this palette as well. So fallout isn't a problem, and I'm just gonna go on and finish the look. So before I apply the shimmer, I'm going to take this matte cream shade, and I'm using the Sigma E55. I'm going to go ahead and set the concealer in place, and this is just going to help the cut crease last a little longer throughout the day, and it's also going to create a base for the shimmer shadows that we are going to apply right on top. As you can see, there are two different shimmer shades. So we have a bronze and then we have a yellow gold. I'm going to take the bronze and apply that towards the outer half of the cut crease area, and this is just going to, I don't know, give me a little bit more depth and dimension just because I want to utilize both colors. And then now in the inner half, we're taking that bright yellow gold, just patting that on. Alright, so I got a little bit of fallout, but that was in the outer corner where I was trying to like get right here, and I was like really going in. But other than that, I didn't get any other fallout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my eyes with some eyeliner. And last time I tried filming an eyeliner in lashes video, like it just didn't work out, so I gotta refilm it. But I'm just going to line my eyes with the Physicians Formula Eye Booster pen. My wing is not sharp today, but you can always sharpen it up with some concealer. And then what I'm going to do, this is running low, are you kidding me? I'm going to take my Kiko Milano Everlasting Kajal in the color 1, and I'm going to line my upper lash line. And this is so that when I wear fake eyelashes, you don't see my flesh gap, and that's what I need, that's what I want. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs pencil in the color Popular, and this is going to be a base for the purple that I'm going to be using. So you can apply this as messily as you want. This is just going to be a base. I'm going to smudge this out with my Sigma E20, and then finally we're going to utilize the last color right here. It's a really nice shimmery purple. And normally I do mattes on the bottom, but since I want to utilize this whole palette, we're going to apply this onto our lower lashes. I know that you don't have to use a base because this purple is actually pigmented on its own, but I just like the fact that it just looks a little bit more pink when I apply the liner. I'm gonna actually do this eye off camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. This one is the one from the Makeup Shayla line, and this one is in Baddest Black. I've been using this for a couple days now. I wanna say like maybe 4 or 5 days. And what I really like about this mascara is that in 2 coats, it makes my lashes look so thick and long. And normally I am just a 1-coat mascara lover, but for this one I love 2 coats because I know it stays and I know that it doesn't flake on me and it's really long lasting. So I totally recommend this if you are looking to trying it. So if you're unaware, Shayla did do a collaboration with Flutter Lashes, and I just so happen to have one of the pairs. It's discontinued now, but since we are working with a Shayla collaboration look, wait, did I even say that right? Since we're working with products that Shayla collaborated with, I decided to just use these. So these ones are called iSlay by Flutter Lashes, and I'm gonna apply this like so. I use the House of Lashes eyelash glue, and I'm just going to pop it on. I'm like trying to ignore this noise, but it literally keeps getting louder. Better stop it. That's also the reason why I'm only filming one eye, because I can't with this noise. Alright, so I'm going to do this eye off camera and I'll be right back to finish the look. Alright, so I forgot to do the inner corner highlight, so I'm going to take the yellow gold with the Sigma E30. And I'm just going to pop that into my inner corner. And then while we're here, I'm going to just take this on the bridge of my nose. Ooh, she's really bright. Ooh. Blend her out with my finger. Okay. Okay, Maybe she's really noticeable. I gotta go in with a different highlight. She looks better on my cheeks. But the only highlight that I have in hand on me is actually Jeffree Star Peach Goddess. I used it just for the mirror, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use this on my nose since it's a little bit more brighter. And it doesn't look weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the lips. Now today I wanted to do something super crazy and dramatic. I don't know, I was feeling edgy. So I'm gonna use this lip liner from MAC. This is Night Moth. And I'm gonna line my lips. The consistency of this pencil reminds me of NYX. I don't know, this is the first time I ever tried like a MAC lip liner. Oh my god, I look. Now we're taking MAC's Matte Royal, which is a dark blue. I'm gonna use my concealer brush and I'm going to outline my lips. To make it a little bit more longer lasting, I'm gonna blot my lips. And then I'm gonna go in with another layer. I know this is crazy, but it's what works. And especially with these brighter colors from MAC, they always leave the lips quick. So you wanna make sure it's stuck there and it's gonna last all day. Alright, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start swatching. So like earlier in this video, I'm gonna be using the makeup sweeper thing, very similar to the one from Vera Mona, and I'm just going to get rid of the product that's on this brush. This is by Sigma. This is their E70, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do a finger swatch as well as a brush swatch on my arm. I'm gonna stand up to do this because there is no way can sit and show you guys. I'm gonna start off with the matte cream shade with the brush, and then here it is with my finger. A lot more pigmentation with the finger. I do have to note that these brush swatches are not always gonna be the best, just because when you are blending them on the face, I don't know, you're usually using a blending motion. Alright, so here are all the swatches. The only one that I messed up on was this one. I started with the brush and then the finger swatch, but then everything else went from finger to brush, finger to brush. Now, I do have to say, let me sit down, that these shimmer shades are probably the most consistent with the finger and the brush swatches, just because they are very buttery. As for the matte, as you could see, the finger swatches are a little bit more pigmented, just because you naturally just have oils on your hands that are going to pick up the product better. All in all, I think that this collection is really good, and I'm really impressed with this palette, just because the one thing that I noticed was that I think I paid $7 or $8 for this. I was thinking, wow, like you get the same amount of shades as a Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, but everyone knows that the Comfort Zone palette is like A1, buttery, smooth, pigmented, and I was like, is this going to compare? Because a lot of people don't like the In the Nude palettes by Maybelline, and so I was thinking, oh my god, are these gonna be dry, chalky? I don't know. And you know, I think that Shayla really hit the mark with this, and I know she's never gonna watch this video, but you know, if she does, congratulations Shayla on this launch. It's really, really good, and I have to say that the mascara that she campaigned for is also really bomb. Alright you guys, that was up this review video. Hope you guys really enjoyed. Let me know if you have this palette, or if you're gonna get this palette, or this collection in general, and let me know what you think. Alright, so I'm gonna close up this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.